This is Group 2 News, bringing you the most recent business and science news. Today we're going to be talking about business. Despite still high inflation and fears of a looming recession, stocks made a major comeback in October. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite ended the month up about 8% and 3.9% respectively. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, meanwhile, climbed 14% for its the best month since 1976. The gains come amid what's been a tough year for financial markets. To fight sky-high inflation, the Federal Reserve has been hiking interest rates, and another increase is expected this week. Interest rate hikers can help rein the spiraling prices, but they can also weigh on the price of financial assets like stocks, bonds, and crypto, and effects we've seen play out this year.
Group 2 News here, bringing you science news. It's a paradox: life needs water to survive, but a world full of water can't generate biomolecules that would have essential for early life, or so researchers thought. Water is everywhere. Much of the planet Earth is covered by it, and humans can survive more than a couple of days without drinking it. In fact, the basic chemical reaction that enables life as we know it requires water for photosynthesis, being one example. However, when the biomolecules like proteins and DNA start coming together in the early stages of the planet, Earth water was actually a barrier to life. Considering that Earth before life was covered in water, this was a big problem for making the protein essential to life. Two amino acids would have had a hard time losing the water to come together in primordial soup of early Earth. Over the years, researchers have proposed many solutions to this water paradox. Most of them rely on very specific scenarios on Earth that could have been allowed water removal, while plausible require particular geological and chemical conditions that might have not been commonplace. Quite ironically, it might have been water itself, or to be more precise, very small water droplets that allowed early biomolecules to form. You may ask, why microdroplets? In a planet covered by crashing waves and raging tides, the small water droplets in the sea spray and other aerosols would have possibly provided a simple and abundant place for the first biomolecules to assemble. Water microdroplets typically are very small droplets with diameters around a millionth of a meter, or smaller than the diameter of a spider cell. Might not seem to solve the water paradox at first until you consider the very particular chemical environments they create. Microdroplets have a substantial surface to area volume ratio that gets the larger the smaller the droplet is. This means there is significant space where the solvent they are made, in this case water, in the medium they are surrounded by, meet. In our recent work, we proposed that microdroplets could be a solution to water paradox because their air-water interface and only accelerates reactions, but also acts as a drying surface that facilitates the reaction needed to create the biomolecules despite the presence of water.
It's the best day.